And I want to set the scene really quickly. West Jordan police had received a call about a stolen car that was actually the relatives of the caller. West Jordan police then pulled over that car and a gunfight ensued. That's what we knew before today. Now we're getting a much clearer picture. Before we share this video with you, I want to warn you, some viewers may find this disturbing.
His actions, though resulting in Mr. Carpenter's death, likely saved many lives in addition to his own.
District Attorney GILL Friday walked through the events of a police shooting that killed 17-year-old Cyrus Carpenter.
We have suspicion that this vehicle was stolen.
West Jordan police pulled over this black truck on suspicion of being stolen. Officer Jackson noticed Carpenter was acting strangely.
Why are you shaking so bad, man?
He can see him shaking. He notices that he's starting to perspire.
After repeatedly asking him to step out of the truck,
Put your hands where I can see him. Open it from the outside.
the unthinkable happens. Officer Jackson is hit in the neck. Carpenter then tries to get out of the truck and falls. The second officer, shooting, calls for backup.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
And then resumes the gunfight.
Officer Hoopville said that he remembered, quote, a bullet whizzing right by him.
Other officers arrive on scene to treat the injured Officer Jackson. Carpenter was pronounced dead on scene.
Regardless of what the circumstances are, a loss of a human life in our community is a loss to some family.
His family met with the district attorney just moments before this information was released.
They wanted to make sure that I conveyed when I was here to the community how deeply and sincerely they were sorry for their son's action.
And Officer Jackson was very lucky.
Given that same scenario at eyesight, that was a headshot wound that would have been fatal to that officer.
With all the evidence, the DA in conclusion announcing,
we declined to file criminal charges against Officer Hoopville in this matter.
And one thing that I did want to mention is neither of those initial officers actually had their body-worn cameras on, even though that video is very crystal clear. It came from their dash cameras. So the DA said today that he's recommending that all agencies across Salt Lake County use body-worn cameras that actually turn on when the officer's shift starts to prevent that from happening in the future. Live in Salt Lake City, Spencer Joseph, Fox 13 News, Utah.